We are live.
Uh-oh. Great start. All right, we're live, guys. We're having some technical difficulties, and I think you're muted, Alan.
I am muted. It's something about living in the country. We're back with Alan Squared. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. How the fuck are you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. It's been a great man. 2025 went by really, really fast. I'll tell you
It
what.
seems like it seems like the powers that be are fucking with time. Like time goes so fast, man. It's like
Yeah,
flying.
like when we're kids, like we were like, oh my god, I can't wait till I'm 18 so I can like do X, and then, or sorry, it was 16 when I can't wait till I'm 16 so I can drive. I can't wait till I'm 18 so I can vote. I can't wait till I'm 21 to, until I can drink and stuff like that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, now it's just like, okay, I'm approaching 40. I'm like, oh fuck.
We we grew up in very different generations because
Yeah,
like by the time I was like 13 years, like I grew up in an Italian American household. My dad is like redneck, and my
yeah,
mother is like from an old school Italian style family, right?
yeah.
By the time I was 13, I could drink wine and beer at the dinner table as long as I wasn't driving anywhere. As long as I wasn't going out, I could drink. I could just go get one.
Mhm.
And I think the first time I got drunk, like with my friends, was like I was like 13 years old behind a skating rink on Mickey's Big Mouths. Like we grew up in a different time. Like
Yeah.
there would be times where like when I was 16, my friends and I would be in a different state that my parents
Mm,
didn't know about. Like because there's no pagers, there's no like if they wanted to get a hold of us, it was a payphone. Like before
yeah,
this, I was around before beepers. Before
yeah.
beepers and shit like that. So it's like I could
Call and
just
collect, yeah, all that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
We never called. First of all, I wasn't allowed to call if I got in trouble.
Mm,
Like just the difference in how we like. If I got in trouble, I better get out of trouble before I call.
right.
Like unless it was trouble. If it was trouble I couldn't get out of, like it was
Mhm.
police trouble or whatever,
Yeah,
I was just in big ass fucking trouble. Like
yeah.
big ass fucking trouble.
But
But
yeah,
beyond that, like
our generation was different. We had it when before the internet took over everything really, and smartphones as well. So yeah, we kind of knew what it was like, before we had all that technology, and now we have kids growing up with cell phones pretty much glued to their hands. So like they pretty much are so they don't know they know nothing else. Like when they see a touch tone phone, it's like, oh, what the hell is this? Like they,
yeah,
it's one of those things.
it's crazy how like weak they've become. You know, like uh, some of the meanest shit that's probably ever been said to me was by like my best friends over beers. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like these people get like. I think that's where we started losing the plot. Like the
Yeah,
very second that somebody said that words hurt or words are violence, should have been met by a resounding "shut up, pussy."
yeah.
Like we just all should have been like shut up, you fucking pussy. Like all of us, like everybody.
I saw a video of a chick who she was another fat chick. I don't know her name. I don't care to know, but she was getting offended over a parking meter sign. I was like, huh?
Oh, that was Samira. Like
Samira?
I
Okay.
did, yeah, I
That's
did
Samira.
a couple bits on her before. She basically tried to have me canceled, and it
Okay.
didn't work.
Well,
She got
shocking.
really pissed. She got really pissed at me, and she's one of the ones that like she tried to like have her audience get a hold of NASM, so NASM would revoke my certification that I used. Like, by the way, for those of you that understand, NASM certifications are nothing. Like they're a piece of paper, and they're a piece of paper you sometimes need to train people to gym, and that's what I transitioned to. I was training people to gym, so you needed one. But the last contact I had with NASM is they wanted to get with Crystal and I to do a weight loss certification. Like it would
Mhm.
be our weight loss certification or NASM, right? But she's so dumb. She always talks about how she went to Harvard. This girl. So
Did she really?
she went. Yeah, she talks about it all the time. How she went to Harvard, right?
Oh,
And
that
she's like
explains a lot.
went to Harvard and too stupid to lose weight because you're fat. It's wild, right?
Well, yeah. Harvard doesn't make
But
you smart.
no, Harvard does not. She's proof positive. So
Yeah.
the thing you're talking about, bro, they're like in LA, there's in the one county or the one area on the parking meters. They said, "Hey, I'm on a diet. I'm sometimes on a diet. Don't feed the meter on the weekends because it's like don't feed me on the weekends. So it means you don't have to pay on the weekends." So she loses her fucking mind, calling it fat phobia and everything like that. That's the fucking parking meter sign, right? So then she does a follow up video and she goes to every parking meter in the area and is like, there's another one here and there's another one here. Like, you went to Harvard and you can't realize that they didn't just one off print a sticker and stick it on a fucking thing. Like, Of course they're going to put them on all the fucking parking meters in the area. It's like, but she's losing her shit, one, over the fucking sticker, which is wild,
Yeah.
but two, like, she can't figure out that of course they're not going to just put it on one. Like it's so, and it just leads me to the point that being fat makes you dumb too. Like being more, well, it does, like, clinically though. Like, I mean, people don't understand, like, clinically you're not as intelligent. Like, first of all, you're in a state of constant inflammation. You're in what's called systemic inflammation, and that plays havoc with your fucking brain. There's a thing called also neuroinflammation, which is when you're so inflamed for so long in a chronic state that, and it normally has a lot to do with your food, the food you eat too, but it passes the blood brain barrier, and it causes your brain to start swelling. It's called neuroinflammation from being obese. It affects cognitive development, cognitive behavior, cognitive decline, executive. What I think we see more than anything is the executive function of the brain decline, like, where it impacts, because they just make very poor decisions systemically and don't give a fuck. Like, their critical thinking is turned off. Like, I think it's wild.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think about also the victimhood, whether it's chicken or the egg, which one came first. Doesn't matter.
So
but
fucking bad.
yeah, it's sort of, you lose your common sense really, and it's like, to imagine living a life where you're offended by inanimate objects, and I'm just like, wow, that's really pathetic. Like,
Yeah.
like to have your emotional state be based on an inanimate object, and I'm like, huh, all right then, that's where you guys are at. So okay then, moving on.
Like, how do you get there? Like, I don't even, the whole like offended by everything. Man, when I was growing up, and this is no shit, when I was growing up, nobody wanted to show weakness over anything. If something bothered you, you had to act unbothered, because if somebody realized that something bothered you, they were all the fuck over it, which is how, honestly, it fucking should be.
Yeah.
It's a healthier mindset. But now these people revel in being offended. Like, I'm so offended by that. Like, I don't fucking care. Be offended. What the fuck? That doesn't affect me at all. It just affects you. I don't give a shit. The problem was society allowed people being offended or scared to affect all of society. Like, look at what we're going through now. Like, dude, I don't know if, because you don't, I don't think you like pay attention to the news that much, but all the fraud they're finding in all these daycare centers and all like that.
I found out about that. Yeah, that was rich. Like, jeez, oh my god.
For those of you that are unaware, apparently the Somalis got together in Minnesota, and they have defrauded the American taxpayer by like $9 billion on daycare centers where they're not there. But here's my thing: if they think $9 billion is a lot of fraud, don't open the books on healthcare, motherfuckers. Don't open the book, because we're talking trillions of dollars of fraud, probably. And it just is allowed to happen. And a lot of people are talking about, I don't know if you saw this, but a lot of people are talking about, like, we should stop paying taxes. We should have been stopping paying taxes a long time ago. Like, I mean, like,
I'm not gonna say what one way or the other, but it's a thought.
Oh, I don't. We should not have an income tax. It was always meant to be temporary. I'll say it very loudly.
Oh, we shouldn't have a lot of taxes. Like, we get taxed to do everything essentially these days. Yeah.
Property tax, income tax. I don't mind a sales. I don't mind a sales tax or anything like that. But like, it's kind of like a luxury tax. But no shit, when it's like fucking income and property, like, property tax is wholly unconstitutional. Like, for it to exist should get everybody in America to stop paying taxes, because you don't have, you're a slave then. You're a land slave.
Yeah, and I'm going through this now because I own property in the U.S. and the property taxes have been just going up and up and up. And even if you pay out the house outright, you still have taxes to pay. It's still a high cost also. So there's really no benefit in owning a house anymore because the property taxes are so high. And and what they go for, like, that's another rabbit hole to dig into. It's like, what the hell do property taxes pay for? Well, the shitty education that your kids are getting in public school. So that's a lot of it. But there's and so on and so forth. So that's another thing that definitely we revealed the curtain on this past 2025 is a lot of that fraud with Doge. Well, Doge did what it could, I guess. But we're revealing more and more and more, and there's just so much waste in government right now that it's just clogging up the whole system, and we have too many hands in the bucket, so to speak,
Yeah.
and it's causing a lot of things to get expensive, as well as a lot of just confusion and turmoil in other ways.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I might have to run too. At sometime I might have to run and go grab something and come back. I'm ordering
Okay,
something.
no worries.
But give me 1 more second. God damn it.
But we could talk about, or at least if you have to take a break, but we could talk about New Year's resolutions and how bullshit they are.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be the same schmuck today as I am going to be tomorrow. Let's just be real, guys. And so will everybody else. There's
So
nothing magical about New Year's resolutions. And, going from December 31st to January 1st, I'm still going to be the same person, just maybe with a little bit of a slight motivation.
well, and I think the motivation is a good thing. Like I have this thing. Like I can't stand when other fitness people knock New Year's resolutions at the gym, because this is when like our industry should be shining. This is when we should be like, okay, like how can I help you? Like let's do this. Jeez. But let's take care of these people. But at the same time, what Alan is saying is perfect, is absolutely 100% true in my opinion. Of course, it's like motivation should not be the thing that you depend upon. Motivation is a fleeting fucking bitch who will abandon you when you need her the most. Like motivation, like when you're like, God damn, I really want this, I really want that, blah 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 blah. Motivation is like what you need to have to get started. Dedication is what you need to have to get going. And that's the problem. Most people find it extremely hard. Another thing is like the errors people make. I think it'll be interesting for us to talk about that. Like people develop, like people will, I'm starting my New Year's resolution, right? And they start with the everything. I am going to work out for an hour a day. I am going to only eat this, and I'm only going to eat that. And I'm never, ever, ever in my life going to touch this, or this again. I have stated it. This is what I'm doing, right? And that's all a huge mistake, like a huge, huge mistake. If I have anything I can say to anybody, start with your hydration right off the bat. It's the most bang for your buck. Go for an ounce of fluid per pound of ideal body mass in a day. If you don't know what your ideal body mass is in a day, do the BMI calculation of a person with BMI of 25. Work it backwards for your height, and then you'll get the optimal pounds. Like for somebody of your height. Just so everybody knows, there's an app coming out that's going to do all this. Like me and Alan have been talking. We are going to be releasing an app called Hunger Free and Happy. It is all of our coaching aspects rolled into an app. It is live work. There's going to be live workouts, but there's also going to be pre-recorded, not pre-recorded, but there's always going to be workout programs you can do right on the app, record right on the app. Still going to do the group challenges, and it helps build habits on hydration, sleep, stress relief. Helps you track your cravings, your binges, your stress events, so you can help deal with them better. It helps you plan indulgences. So we're bringing the tools to them, but a lot of times people just they build up too much. Like I just listed off a bunch of tools to everybody, and very frankly, it should be start with hydration, try to get good sleep, don't eat like an asshole. Like if you could just for most people, if you could just stop eating like an asshole, you will lose weight to a certain degree. But you're not. People start their day with sugary stuff every single day. You're going to be hungrier. Like I think that's where it gets fairly fucked up, because I'll tell people not to have the flavor of sweet until the end of the day at the earliest. And they'll be like, well, what about breakfast food? Like we acknowledge that breakfast food is all sweet.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you not to eat it because it's the thing that's going to make you hungrier throughout the course of the day. Right.
Well, there's some good breakfast foods. Steak and eggs is amazing.
Yeah.
But the waffles and we're talking about the waffles, the donuts, the sweet coffee. That's like
right.
Yeah. So
well, and don't get me wrong, I love myself a sweet coffee every on occasion. I really do, But it's not like you can drinking a 750 calorie Starbucks on your way to work. If you don't count that, you're gonna like that's if you drink one of those every single day. And you don't adjust anything else. Like me and you we start going to the gym together every day, right? And we stop at Starbucks on our way. And we both drink a 750 calorie drink. We don't change anything else, and we work out the same what we did before. If we do that every day for a year, chances are we're gonna gain some fucking weight. Like we're probably we're probably going to gain somewhere around 75 pounds in the course of a year.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
well, because people don't grasp it. Like it's like
Right.
750 calories. Like put it this way: 1,000 calories a day, every single day, is 365,000 calories a year,
Hmm.
right? Or 36,500 calories. No,
Do my math
thousand
here
a
in my
thousand
head.
a 1,000 calories a day is 365,000 calories in a year.
Yeah.
That's 100,000 pounds, or that's 100 pounds. I mean, right?
I was like, damn.
So
100,000.
yeah, 100,000. Holy shit!
100,000 pounds. Damn. Okay. Oof.
Sorry, it's the ADHD. It's the ADHD. But no, that's 100 pounds, right?
Yeah.
If you eat 1,000 calories over in a day,
Yeah.
that's 100 pounds, and like people don't grasp how easy that shit happens,
Yeah.
and it's the small little habits.
Mhm. Yeah. So speaking of the app, by the way, I'm definitely looking forward to trying it myself. So you guys might see me in there. So just as a hint,
Yeah.
hint, I kind of want to break out a little bit of what I have left on my love handle. So that's my goal, which is just always the toughest part. Like once you sort of get your rhythm going, and
Mhm.
you kind of now you're looking for more aesthetics, and you're looking for to
Yeah.
really um, grease the groove a bit towards
Yeah.
looking like a rock star. Yeah, it gets way harder. Like
Yeah.
it's exponentially harder to get that off. So like I've been
Mhm.
struggling with that for 5 years now. I mean, I could say that I'm fine right now. I don't need to do anything. That's you always could do something. You always can improve in something. So there's
Right.
also that sort of mindset with New Year's resolutions. Like, oh, I don't need one because because I'm fine the way I am. Well, that's like kind of like a setup for disaster in my opinion, because you want to continue to be improve every single day, uh,
Mhm.
and just constantly find ways to make yourself better, because we're all not perfect human beings. There's something out there that you can improve on in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to uh, going through the app in real time, and you guys might see me in there working with you.
Well, the cool thing is like how Crystal and I have set it up
Yeah.
is that there will be a main group chat, which is for anybody that's basically on the premium tier, which is the challenges and up.
Mhm.
The challenges are amazing because it gives you a daily reminder. You check off things daily. It'll check off for you if you do it right.
Yeah.
And Suzanne, I know you love the app, but not you, I'm talking about the new one we're doing. So, but
Mm.
I guess we'll start talking about it more as we
Sure.
move on. Uh, but next week when you see Alan and I together, we'll probably be talking like showing the screenshots and everything like that. But we've really put a lot of time into this to make sure that like we can we can make this as beneficial for everybody as humanly possible.
Mm.
Uh, and if you don't want to be a part of the challenges, there's a different pay tier for that where you can use just the app. We're eventually going to have a free version that just has the very basics. One of the great things I think that this app does is it designates the ultra processed percentage for foods. Meaning, so like if a piece of pizza you pull up, it shows it could be like 75% ultra processed. So then
Mhm.
you try to keep that down below. It's basically all the stuff that you guys have heard Alan and I talking about health. And for those of you that have met Crystal, Crystal especially because she's really the one that did all this. But it's like just the basic points. Like, all right, let's stay away from ultra processed foods. Keep it under 10% of your total weekly caloric intake.
Mm.
Let's try to get at least 30 minutes of daily activity. Let's try to make sure you get an ounce of fluid per pound of ideal body mass. Like all the basic things that this will just push you to. I
Mm.
mean, it's basically, I can't just scream and yell at a microphone and expect change. I got to provide tools for people too, and
Yeah.
not that the screaming and yelling isn't warranted, like because like there's basically two classifications of fat people in my mind, right? There's the fat people that are desperate to get that weight off themselves, and a lot of these people, you guys still are very very weak. You guys need to toughen up because it's not going to be easy. Like I am. Hang on, I can check the app and tell you the exact days, but I am 1,809 days binge free, right?
Damn.
So
It's almost 2
that's
years.
not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost 5 years. Almost
1,000.
5 years. 1,809 days.
Oh, 809 days. Okay, I missed the 8. Okay.
Mhm.
Got it. Wow. Okay. Damn.
So, but it's not easy every day. Like there's something every day where it's like I could easily like eat everything in the refrigerator. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Especially
yeah.
when you lead a stressful life. And I mean, I still regularly receive death threats. So,
Oh, wow. That's not stressful at all.
no. I mean, it's a lot better. It's a lot better because none are credible. Because I always tell everybody, if you want to come get me, come get me, but understand you're not leaving. Like I live in the fucking country for a reason.
Mhm.
Like if you come on my land, my two hardest choices if you come on my land trying to cause problems with me is going to be hogs or gators.
Mm. Yes.
Like the hog pen or the gator. Like that's
Mhm.
like because don't like your memorial service is just going to be a picture at that stage. Like, so,
Or meme.
or a meme, yeah, yeah. But but you know, people the designations of fat people, it's like there's the fat people that want to try. A lot of you still don't want it that bad because you are being to a great degree shielded from the actual ramifications of your actions.
Mhm.
And we can talk about that in a second too. But then there's the ones that just don't fucking care. And you fuckers are horrible. You're disgusting ass motherfuckers who are basically bringing all of society down. Like
Mm.
you guys are the reasons why the government knows they can fuck with us because they know you guys will pussy up quick. Because look what happened with Snap. 40 million people all of a sudden acted like the government was their fucking daddy. You know what I mean? Like
12%, and that's 12% too. Like that's a high number.
yeah,
Jeez.
it's an unsustainable number
Yeah.
of people that are going to side with the government no matter what. Like they are going to like because the government feeds them. They are going to that's the problem. Like that's why the government shouldn't even be involved in any of this shit. They shouldn't be involved in our healthcare at all.
Right.
I I ran the numbers, bro. We spend 1.8 trillion dollars of taxes on people that eat too much, drink too much, and smoke too much.
Mm.
Like you want to
Ridiculous.
talk about fraud, motherfuckers? Like I mean, like that's insane.
Yeah,
Money's
the
being
small
borrowed.
indicators don't hold a candle to that.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
I always find that funny, dude. Like as people are like, I'm not paying my taxes anymore because of the Somalis. What about the government?
Where have you been?
How about when it came out that Biden's administration literally used taxpayer money to pay social media entities to censor American citizens? They used our money to censor us.
Mhm.
Like, I'm sorry, but here's the problem. You know what would have solved all this? If we started stacking them like pine after they did that. That is
Mhm.
fucking treason. That is absolute tyranny. Like 100%. And everybody's just like, oh yeah, we all know it happened. Yeah, that's the problem. We all know it happened. And we all sit on our fucking asses, you know?
Yeah.
Like as I'm sitting on my ass, because I'm not gonna get shot for all this shit. I'm just gonna go off grid.
Mm. Yeah, I have my backup plans, I guess, the bug out plans, like if you call it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Um that yeah. The government's not here to save you guys. Sorry.
No, it is not. It is
Yeah.
not. It is not.
But I guess you were alluding to being overwhelmed or having goals that are way overwhelming. That's
Yeah.
you're not taking the small steps. That's definitely a big problem that people have when going through not just New Year's resolutions, but trying to go through any resolution for that matter.
Right.
Um, Small steps and small wins every single day. You
Yep.
know, trying to get 1% better, just a little bit better every single day, but do it consistently. So you're mentioning motivation, and yes, that's very temporary, but you need to have the consistency. And one thing that I learned recently that I thought was very uh, kind of revealing was you need to be resistant to boredom. Which I
Yeah.
was like, I had to think about that. I was like, huh, interesting. It's not discipline. It's more so like you have to be willing to put in the hard yards away from the camera, with nobody watching you, and make it somehow, you know, get it to the point where you're so like dialed in that boredom is not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
It's an interesting concept. It's like, yeah, that makes sense because like sometimes when I try to learn a new skill, for example, and I get bored, like then it just fizzles away. And
Right.
especially nowadays when folks have very low attention spans, that's a very, very high problem that people can have, especially with resolutions of any kind, is boredom. I was like, oh, I didn't think of that. So yeah, I thought that was a really cool thought to have for you guys coming into 2026.
Well, I find that a lot. Like a lot of times people will talk about and it happens all the time now. And I advise everybody against this. I don't have anything against you if you do this, but I advise everybody against this is the monetization of their weight loss journey. Because on social media, they'll talk about it nonstop. They'll keep talking about it, talking about it, talking about it. And realistically, Like people don't seem to grasp that now you've monetized a journey. It is not. And so he said that when Alan was distracted. Alan was not distracted. Alan can listen to 5 things at once. Alan has ADHD. Trust me. There's like 10 conversations going on right now, motherfuckers. But anyway, but people monetize their weight loss journey, and then it hurts them because what they don't realize is now they're chasing that. Like that is their attention. Instead of losing weight, their attention gets drawn away from it. It's like with a lot of women, will do weight loss journeys and they'll do weigh in Wednesday or whatever, something rhymey, right? Women shouldn't weigh in every week. Like it's going to be an inaccurate number no matter what, because especially if you are not menopausal, if perimenopausal, that shit's all over the fucking place. But if you are younger and not in perimenopause yet, weighing yourself on your cycle is ignorant. Like you could retain up to 5% of your body mass in extra fluid. Same thing. It's really close also with ovulation, and with some women it's even worse during ovulation. Actually, to tell you the truth, you should always catch your weight in between those two valleys. But they'll do it on weigh-in Wednesday. Well, it's like weighing in after a binge, right? We try to get our clients not to do that. Like they have some sort of episode, some stressor causes them to eat everything in their refrigerator. So unfortunately, what they do is they have to all of a sudden somehow see the damage, right? They have to check out the damage of what they did. And they weigh in and they've gained 4 pounds, and then they freak. So then they starve themselves, and then they get themselves extra hungry after a day after a binge, and then they binge again. Like it's this cycle of people. They lose focus on the ultimate goal. They get bored with the ultimate goal because it's not fancy. The ultimate goal is, I always say this: 9 pounds when I'm 90. That's my goal, right? And let me explain. I want to be able to be on the beach. My wife, my wife there too, our son, our grandchildren, even great grandchildren, which we don't have yet. But I want people to trust me enough that they will put a 9-pound baby in my hands when I'm 90 years old and know, because I take care of myself, that I'm not going to drop it, and know that I am cognitively with it enough because I have not fucked up my entire body and my brain with ultra processed foods and shit like that. Like my goal is 9 pounds when I'm 90. And I've said this for years, right? Because it used to be like years ago, it was like I wanted to squat 650 so fucking bad, and I wanted to deadlift 650 so fucking bad. Like those were my goals. And then finally, like when I would gain weight to do it. I just I had my binge eating disorder had convinced me that the more I ate, the stronger I got, the better it was. And when I'm starting to not feel good, my wife's like, "Don't you want to spend a long life with me?" And that shit shook me. Like literally shook me. And I've had people call me pussy whipped for that. No shit. I married this woman. You goddamn right I'm pussy whipped. Like absolutely, like it's the people lose track of, you need the dedication to something long-term, and that long-term needs to be with it. And a lot of the people that I talked about, or that are in the first group, where it's like, they're not really, they want to lose weight, but they don't actually do it. Like you guys are very shielded from the actual ramifications of your actions. If we made morbidly obese people pay for all of their health care out of their own pocket, we would have almost no morbidly obese people. And it wouldn't be because they'd all be dead. It was because they would be properly incentivized not to get fat as fuck.
Right. Hey, one thing that when you talked about the 9 pounds at 90, thing that I think people also tend to forget, especially when they make their goals, is that your goals have to align with your values. And that's exactly what you just elucidated there was, like you'll be much more prone to make your goals if there's something else, sort of within you that's sort of in it, so to speak. And it's your values. It's nobody else's values. I mean, okay, if you can squat 650, okay, so what? Does that get you towards your ultimate goal of living long and being able to hold your grandkids, the great grandkids, and all that? Not necessarily. I mean, I think that's a great point that you talked about there was, if your goals can align with your value system and what you want out of life, that'll help a lot in trying to get you there quicker. But also, I think a lot of problems that we have just in society is that people don't know what those values actually are, or they're just very misaligned to the point where it's it's not a great value to have, or it's just overly hedonistic, or it doesn't benefit anybody but themselves. It's a very selfish value, for
Mhm.
example. Um, that's where people can get misaligned, and the thing, obstacles can get in the way that they shouldn't be. So you get a lot of unforced errors, if you will.
I agree, like to a great degree. Now, so it's New Year's coming up, and I wanted to talk about this really quickly before we get going. I hope all of you have a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous New Year's. I really do. Be safe, be careful. Understand that going out tonight, you're choosing to go out with the amateurs to go out. So it's gonna be stupid, but
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
also, but for the coming up year, I can. I wanted to talk to you about this too, so we might as well talk about it live. But
sure.
I'm going to start inviting guests for us to speak to. I'm going to start arranging a few things, and I would love for it to be some of these people that have just decided to try to get healthy, who would maybe be using the app and stuff like that. I think it would be a
Sure.
neat thing because that way they get my perspective of like from the weight loss. They have your perspective from the medical area. None of it would be medical advice, people. Understand that, but I think that's the direction that Alan and I are going to go because realistically, and don't get me wrong, I love talking about politics. I love talking about all that shit. I really do, like because
Yeah.
I'm a very opinionated person and I have what I say. And sadly enough, public health is definitely involved in politics now, which is really fucking sad. But I do want to make sure everybody understands, like moving forward, like we cannot just keep talking about it. You've got to like I'm actually wearing a shirt saying you got to be about it. Like you got to
Mhm.
be about it. Like and I want to put that out there to every medical professional that has some sort of social media reach and every fitness professional. It's time to put all this stupid shit away, right?
Mhm.
Like, I mean, I see fitness professionals all the time arguing about like the best bicep curl form. Like, motherfucker, who fucking cares? Like, I mean, go to Walmart and think and pay attention. If you think your fucking bicep curl advice is actually helping a goddamn person, go to Walmart and ask yourself that fucking question right now. But I think that that's just how we need to approach it. Like
Yeah.
we need to start just actually, we got to be about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I would be naive to say that me myself could change big pharma, politics, big food, all
Yeah.
the crony capitalism that's going on right now. I would be
Right.
stupid to think that I could do that all by myself. That's silly.
Right.
So, the best thing that you could do, or anyone could do, really, is to improve the community around you. That proves your love. Help your loved ones, help your friends,
Yep.
improve the world around you as best as you possibly can, and let that be contagious. Spread the
Yep.
positivity that way.
I love that. I love that. But hey,
Yeah.
listen, man, I actually my food order is actually arriving. So
Nice.
I
Nice.
am going to go enjoy New Year's Eve with my wife.
Nice. I'm
So
going to
I
I'm
hope
going to
you.
bed soon. I'm tired as hell. Yeah.
Well, we're probably on different time zones, but if we're not, I'm probably going to bed soon too. So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
But
but
yeah.
I tell you what, we'll try to be back later on this week together, and if not, I will be back tomorrow, probably middle of the day as my normal thing.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, happy New Year, everybody. I'm gonna be
I fuck with it and then I fucking fuck it up. What are you going to be?
oh yeah, yeah. I'm actually gonna be a little bit off the grid this weekend. I'm going on a camping trip, so that'll be cool. So I'm getting
Nice.
yeah, so that's why I'm sleeping early tonight because I'm gonna be driving up a little early in the morning, so to get that squared away, and hopefully there won't be a shitload of traffic on the roads or a shitload of car accidents on the roads for that matter. But
Right.
anyway, but yeah, it's gonna be a nice time to start off the year just with some peace and quiet, and I'll be away from
Yeah.
the Twitters, and I'll probably be on a little bit, but
There you go.
just be a little away from the screens for a little bit and enjoy some fresh air and some
There you
rivers
go,
and
man.
fresh water. Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. So everybody, we'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow, but we'll be back together next week. We'll try to set up some sort of like a
Yeah.
decently like normal schedule. And I hope all of you have a great New Year's. Be safe. Talk soon. God damn.